Hey guys, so today we are doing a full face of clean makeup. When I did my last video, my favorite cream blushes video, I mentioned the clean beauty options and there were only 3 and I was like, wow, do I not have a lot of clean makeup beauty products? But when I went in Sephora and looked at the clean makeup beauty group, I was like, wait, I actually have a lot of clean makeup, because in my mind it was the expensive, natural, boring packaging ones like ILIA, Merit. But then again, once I looked at the list of clean beauty, I was like, I literally have all the products I need for a full face of clean makeup beauty. If you want to find out what makeup brands are clean beauty, because I had no idea a lot of these brands were considered clean beauty, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna start by prepping my lips with Tower 28's Lip Softie, just so my lips can be moisturized when it's lipstick time. So I'll probably put up here what Sephora classifies as clean beauty, because again, everything I'm using today will be clean beauty. Tower 28 is part of that group. So this first product, I never thought, I apologize, I know I look funny with the tape, but I need that snatched. But I never thought she'd be back in my video, because she was in my products I've used once and never again videos. But when I googled clean beauty brands, she popped up and I'm like, dang it, because she is my only eyebrow pencil that's clean beauty. And I was like, I don't want to use her again. She was in my donation pile. Now I have to, because I don't have any eyebrow pencils that are clean beauty. But it's the Florence by Mills eyebrow pencil. This is just way too thick to draw on for your eyebrows. But for today, I'm going to be using her as eyeliner instead of brows. So that is why she is back. And I did go and buy another eyebrow product for this video, because again, I did not want to use her on my brows. She's only here for the eyeliner today. So I'm gonna use her just to draw a wing on the outer corner, and then we're gonna smudge her out. She is a creamy eyebrow pencil, especially compared to ABH's or NYX brow pencils. I was shocked to see, well, I wasn't shocked, but I was just like, oh, interesting to see that Florence by Mills is clean. I honestly don't know if there's specific ingredients that make you clean or specific ingredients that you don't have in your products that make you clean. I'm pretty sure it's because of some kind of bad product that you're not allowed to have. It was like phthalates. Most of these brands are sold in Sephora and they have that little cute green clean logo that Sephora puts on. So for eyeshadow, I'm actually going to be using GXVE Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo in the shade Toastin. So when I was looking through all my stuff, I was like, I practically have everything except eyeshadow. I am going to be using an eyeshadow pencil. I didn't want to use her because she's kind of in the same vibe of the Florence by Mills. I'm just going to be using the powder. So GXVE really threw me off when I was looking at clean brands. I was like, really? And I even went to their website, and yes, they are clean. They say no harmful fragrances, no synthetic fragrances. And I like wanted to laugh, because I have never smelled this much perfume or fragrance in a makeup product. Literally nothing I put on my face, nothing has a perfume. I'm very sensitive to smells. I kind of wanted to giggle. It just smells like a perfume bottle was dumped into their products. I literally grabbed every single brand that popped up. When I read the list, I grabbed all of the brands I had, put them in the floor, and there were a few I didn't want to use, but I was like, no, I really want to showcase what the clean beauty brands are. So maybe you could also be shocked with me, like, oh, I didn't know that was clean beauty. Okay, why is this looking so much darker than this side? Like, I keep adding more to this side. It's blending really smoothly and like blending away. Dude, why are you stuck there? Do you see that? It looks like she's just stuck there. So speaking of a clean beauty brand that I'm not a huge fan of, but again, I wanted to showcase all these brands, is NUDESTIX. I'm going to be using their Magnetic Luminous Eye Color in the shade Doo Wop. I actually got this as a sample, but since she's not going to be the main star, I'm just gonna cut the crease with her, because if you watched my eyeshadow sticks video, you will see that I do not like these eyeshadow sticks. So when I looked through my eyeshadows and my eyeshadow palettes, none of them were clean beauty. So when I found out that this was my only eyeshadow product I could use for this video, I was like, no, I can't. I did not want her to be the main star. It gives multi-dimensional eye pigment in the shade Glimmer. This is a more gold one. This is a very interesting, unique product. So when I was looking at this, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to buy glitter glue. If you watched any of my earlier videos, I'm always using glitter. I always love glitter eye makeup. And I had to look back at my videos and see when the last time I did a glitter makeup tutorial, and it was in 2019. And I was like, I'm so screwed because if I'm gonna buy this Give glitter, I'm gonna need glitter glue. And I have not touched this in 5 years. And you can see that it's pretty bad. This is clear when you get it. And even when it's not expired, it always burns my eyes. I'm actually not gonna use her today. So I was stressing over her. My point was, this is a very, very unique product because she looks like glitter. When you press it, does that not look like glitter flakes, right? But then when you press it down, it becomes a pigment. On the back of the hand like this, it does look pretty glittery, and it is. It's super glittery. But she's also a pigment because once you add some kind of liquid, she becomes one beautiful solid gold color. She looks more of a solid pigment. I did put a little bit too much water versus loose without water. But I just thought that was so cool. Okay, this is the finger I used in the water. I want to see what it looks like because I just used it without water last time. Okay, it looks pretty much the same as if I put it on dry, but now I'm gonna use water because it made her stick on so much easier. So I think she's super pretty. She was on sale. I noticed that Give is completely on sale. I just feel like they haven't been doing good. You kind of notice when brands aren't doing good when they have everything on sale. And I just haven't heard people talk about Give in a while. But I was just shocked that when I got home and tried this, I was like, oh wow, I actually like this. I personally think she's really pretty. I'm just kind of sad that this made me realize that I feel like glitters aren't a big thing anymore. Even though those glitter glues burned my eyes like crazy, I was always doing glitter looks. Like, I love them. Okay, so now let's go in with liner. I'm going in with R.E.M Beauty's eyeliner marker. She is in my top 5 if you watched my favorite eyeliner videos. And another one that I was shocked. No, I wasn't shocked. I was more like, oh, I didn't think that was clean beauty, but R.E.M is a clean beauty brand. I mean, it makes sense. Everything is vegan. Ariana Grande is vegan, but vegan doesn't make you a clean brand. Okay, now for mascara, let's go in with Caliray's Come High or Hell Water. Honestly, if these are all clean brands, and there's a lot, I'm kind of like, why aren't the rest clean? It's kind of like cruelty-free brands. Like, the majority of brands are cruelty-free, so I'm like, why can't the rest be? The one that threw me off is Makeup by Mario. Felt like a clean brand. I think because all his products feel like skincare infused and they seem very light and natural. But no, he's not a clean beauty brand. Okay, next let's move on to foundation. Another thing that I was kind of shocked by because I was really scared. I was like, oh my gosh, all these clean beauty brands. Again, I'm thinking ILIA. ILIA is always the first one that pops in my head. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that foundation's gonna be like $50+. So when I put in clean beauty foundation, I was so shocked. The Haus Labs popped up and I was like, wait, they're clean beauty? Because again, when you think of the really bold, vibrant, colorful brands, you don't think clean beauty. So again, I was shocked that once I piled everything together, I was like, I literally don't have to buy anything new for this video. I bought 2 new things, the glitter and the brow pencil coming up. I didn't have to, but still. Also, I'm sorry if my eyeshadow looks harsh. I'd usually be blending this dark brown into like a medium brown and a light brown to like mix together. But again, I don't have any clean beauty eyeshadows, so I was just working with the Florence by Mills one here. Now I'm wondering, what are the ingredients that the non-clean beauty brands put in their makeup? What's sinking into my skin and slowly killing me? But honestly, if I wanted to, I probably could. To just only use clean beauty makeup, like, it's totally doable now. Maybe one day. Maybe when I'm older, I'll just stick to clean beauty, or maybe by then, hopefully, everyone's transitioned to using cleaner products. Okay, now after talking so much about ILIA, we are going to be using the concealer. I'm in the shade Chicory. This is where I was shocked, because out of all my like clean beauty products, concealer is the most that I have. Live Tinted, Kosas. Kosas is clean beauty, but this is my only product from that brand, Saie and Tower 28. So yeah, hey, I have a lot of clean beauty concealers, just like the other lighter, cleaner Saie, Tower 28, the ones that I complain that aren't the best with my dark circles. Just like those, she's not the best with my dark circles. Clean beauty is usually lighter. They're not as thick with their ingredients. This is my 4th time using this concealer, but I don't think I've had any complaints with her. I still like my Saie one more. This isn't dewy like she is because she looks dry under my eyes. And I think I remember being shocked with how expensive she was. Oh, she looks super dewy in the camera, does she not? Or is that my Haus Labs peeking through? Because in person, like under the eyes, it looks very dry under my eyes. The Saie one doesn't make it look dry like this. Yet, does it not look dewy and moisturized right here, right? Just from looking in the camera, I feel like she's close to Saie. I haven't used her in a while, but the last time I used her was before I got the Saie concealer. She's kind of giving me Saie concealer vibes. I'm gonna have to use the Saie and ILIA more now because she's kind of going towards my love for Saie, just based on how she looks in the camera. So let's go in with brows. Again, I could have just used the Florence by Mills brow pencil, but she is way too thick and I wanted to give the Lawless brand another try. In my last video, I was talking about how much I wanted to love that blush because the owner lives in San Diego. You know, the blush wasn't for me. I'm sure one of her other products I will fall in love with. So it says it has a custom oval tip. I don't know if you can tell. So this has really good reviews. I'm being real here. She wasn't my favorite. And I tried her on yesterday. She was verging on the Florence by Mills, but not that bad. And it's mostly because she is way too thick. I personally love how thin the NYX brow pencil is, ABH brow pencil. You know, the Cosys one is really thin. I don't like the thicker brow pencils, but she is the second thickest. So already straight up, I wasn't a fan when I tried her out yesterday. She was a little bit too soft and waxy. I prefer my brow pencils to be a little bit harder so they don't easily melt and create a thicker line. So she is not my Lawless product just yet. I know I'm gonna find a Lawless product I love, but she's not it, unfortunately. I'm gonna draw all these eyebrow pencils on like how I'm drawing it underneath my brow to create that line. This is the Florence by Mills one that I'm saying is too thick. See? Even like if I'm light, it's like a crayon. I need a brow pencil to be dry like the Anastasia one because she can create more natural, realistic strokes. See, like that? That looks more like brow hairs. She's second to the Florence by Mills. And again, I'm drawing her like how I would under my eyes. Like the line is way too thick. Look at that, and then look at this. So she's number 2 in thickness. I'm just giving my reasonings. I know I will find my product from her that I love. I'm just trying to support a San Diego girl out, okay? Okay, so let's go back and finish with the eyes. I'm going back with the Florence by Mills and just putting it on the other third. Okay, I'm going back in with that Give powder. See, already I smell that whiff of perfume. I feel like that should be one of the main qualities of a clean brand, is not to have any crazy amounts of perfume like this. And now, so for eyeliner, we have Thrive Causemetics Infinity Waterproof Eyeliner. I feel like Thrive, at least for me personally, is one of the original clean makeup brands. I remember when their mascara came out years ago, and I remember everyone's thing when they talked about Thrive was it's a clean makeup beauty brand. I didn't really look into what that meant. It sounded like such a simple concept, clean makeup, but I never questioned like, what does that mean? What do all the other brands have that don't make it clean? Also, when I was looking at all these clean brands and figuring out what eyeshadow look to do, not a lot of them have eyeshadow palettes. They have the most basic like brown, typical brown and white brow bone shades. None of them have any colorful, fun palettes. And if they did, I would have been doing a completely different look. And I cannot find my Caliray mascara, so I'm just going in with Thrive's mascara. This is also a really good mascara. My lashes just look so clean. It's so easy to draw on. It doesn't get all lumpy. The ones with the really bushy wands, where I always stab myself, those aren't my favorite. But these, like with how thin and smooth these bristles are, like this is a really good mascara. Wow, I haven't used her in a while. I should use her more. Okay, now for bronzer, we're going in with LYS bronzer in the shade Motivate. Another one, I was shocked when I saw that she was in the clean beauty brand. I felt like her packaging was way too fun to be in the clean beauty gang, but I'm glad I found her in that category. Okay, so for blush, if you watched my last video, you probably know which blush I'm using. And she might have been a big reason for this video. It's the Honest Beauty blush in the shade Peony Pink. See, I feel like the packaging and the logo, like this just screams clean beauty. Even though I wore her in my last video, I could have just saved her for another video. I guess I was like, nope, I want to use her again. I love that she stops right here and I don't have to keep going like up here to feather out or lighten up the pigment. She's such a beautiful blush. So now we're going in with Saie. I could have technically used her under my foundation, but I want to see what she looks like as an actual highlighter. I'll just tap her on this round because I feel like a brush might be too much. Okay, I don't know if I would use her as a highlight because now she's clumping up with my setting powder. I wonder if it will look different if I use a sponge. No, even with the sponge. I mean, now you can see it. Yeah, now I'm wondering how people put on liquid blushes and liquid highlighters without messing up their setting powder, because they're like mixing together in a weird way. No, I'm keeping her for under the foundation. Okay, now for our last clean beauty makeup brand, we have Tinted. This is their Hue lip cream in the shade Persistent. When I was thinking of this video, other than the Honest Beauty blush, I immediately knew I wanted to use Tinted's lip cream. I've said a million times how this is such a fun formula, and I knew I wanted to do a red. And the only clean beauty reds I have are this and Give. I was like, no, I need to use Tinted again. See, I mean, look how gorgeous that lip color is. I should really send my mom this shade because I know she would love this. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I gave you some inspo on brands that are clean beauty. Maybe you'll want to try them more because they're clean beauty, but I'm just so happy to know that there are so many brands that are clean beauty, and hopefully now you don't see them as bland, boring, way too expensive. I mean, there are a lot of clean brands like that, but I'm just saying there's a lot of other clean makeup beauty brands that aren't as intimidating or scary. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.